As and when that issue and some hypothetical stage comes in, we can debate that constitutional issue. But why?
But it's not hypothetical here at all. It's a live issue here. For the reason that once the governor is in possession of facts which indicate that a very substantial...
Which is the fact that indicates that he has lost the majority of the House?
That out of 55,
yes,
out of 55 MLAs, 38, there are disqualification notices issued by the ruling coalition itself.
Plus 50, 53 plus... We have the ex facie ballots. Please, that's why go into numbers? Just see the fact.
All right, let's have the arithmetic.
Yes.
Shiv Sena had 55.
I don't know, but let's just see that.
Shiv Sena is 55.
We'll assume it's 50.
55. Congress had 44.
Page 62.
Congress is
Of convenience.
Congress kitna tha?
53.
53.
No,
Yes.
sorry, 44.
44 is Congress.
NCP is 53.
And NCP.
And my request to your lordships, please call for the records of the governor whether he's gone through this exercise or not.
Yeah, that's the point you're making.
Please call for the records if that's the case.
And how much was the BJP? 10?
106.
And independents and other parties?
Yes. We would have been,
That will be about 20 odd, no?
But you will have
20.
to exclude this.
there would be 123, Miller's halfway mark is 124, 120.
So,
Yes.
so as a result of, say, the disqualification notices which are given to 39
Yes.
8.
out of 152, the ruling coalition comes down to 113.
Well, first of all, only 34 residents had written to the governor, not 39.
Only 34.
Only 34.
Page 313.
34
Only
decisions wrote to the
34 wrote to the governor.
governor. Right. So, I'll
So
just...
let's
39. If you
get the arithmetic then.
exclude, it comes to 126.
Yes.
246 is the house. Half of it will be 123.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
23.
Then they'll become 126.
So,
Because then our
4 minus.
only take out 34.
How much do they have? 164?
Page 59. 62. We've now got the from Mr. Sibal. 55 SS, 44 C, 53 NCP.
That's correct.
Comes to 152.
Yes.
What, minus 30, now, 288 is the number.
Minus 34 went to the governor.
Minus 34.
Yes.
But there were 39
No,
disqualifications.
no, but Malas, what went to the governor? If the governor is to look at it, then he has to look at 34, Malas.
Certainly. So 288 minus 34.
39 were in the majority.
So 254,
287 minus 34 is
288, no?
288.
288.
287,
One
had
passed away, Malas.
So 288 was 287.
Why?
One passed away.
One passed
One
away.
passed
So 287.
So 287 minus 34 is 253.
Yes.
So 253 divided by 2,
2 Malas. 127.
127.
Yes. They don't have 127.
No, but the point is then the governor will say, if you exclude the people in respect of whom there is an allegation of defection from your side,
We have 127 Malas in this arithmetic.
how do you have 127?
I'm telling you, Malas, 54, 44, 15 is 113 plus 14 MLAs, independent MLAs. In small parties is 14.
No, therefore, now look at,
In fact, Shiv Sena will be 21.
Mr. Sibal, look at it this way. 55 plus 44 plus 53 is 152. 152 was your strength.
Yes,
Of the basic three parties which
Yes.
form the government.
yes.
From that, instead of excluding...
Plus 14, Malas, there are who are supporting us. Why are you excluding?
Now,
They are independent supporting us.
fair enough. Now, 152 minus 34 also if you take, you're down to 118, right?
Yes.
Which is below the 125 mark, right? Now, 127 mark, below the 127 mark. Now, you say you have some independents who are supporting,
There's all in supporting us.
right? There are some independents who are supporting.
Both
There
sides
is-
had independent support.
Now,
Then we had 11 supporting.
One second now.
One second. We're trying to look. These examples are only to see what the governor should in a situation. We are just giving.
But then how? Malas is not just what. Did he apply his mind to this issue? Malas, this is all very well. We are happening in a court of law. But did he apply his mind to this issue?
But Mr. Sibal, one thing which we cannot therefore discount, the governor has two responsibilities. One, the governor cannot enter into the thicket of disqualification. Two, the governor cannot do anything which seems to protect those who have incurred the wrath of disqualification. There we are with you completely. Equally, what is of concern to us is that the governor, in all these political wranglings and whatever goes on in the polity, there is a very high constitutional principle, which is that whoever is sworn in as the chief minister must ultimately have accountability to parliament and therefore to the people. Otherwise, what we'll be doing is that the defections have two consequences. The defectors have a personal consequence that they get out of the house, that their seats become vacant. But equally, we cannot gloss over the fact that the defection affects the stability of the government itself. And how does the governor, as an elected, as the head of the state, ignore the consequence of...
Where is that question that arises here, Malaz? Where is that question, please? How does it arise here? How did the governor didn't look at all this, what your lordship were putting to me. Ask for the records. So, Malaz, why go into a hypothetical situation, Malaz? With the greatest respect, Malaz, your lordships have so much experience. Let's not tread into areas which we are not called upon to tread upon. We are here as to how 39 or whatever 34 go to the governor, and the governor recognizes the 34, knowing that they are in the Shiv Sena. There is the leader of the Shiv Sena, they recognizes Uddhav Thackeray, he recognizes the split, and administers an oath of office. How does all this enter into this, into the reckoning here?
As a principle, you are saying that the governor could not have got into it, has not got into it,
Yes,
number one.
yes, it's not, yes.
And the premise for that is that the governor cannot do it constitutionally.
That's right.
He should not.
That's all that your lordship is to consider. And I can understand, Mullah, I can understand the situation. There can be another hypothetical, I'm sorry.
So once there is an existing government, according to you,
Yes.
which this was not a government formation for the first time.
That's correct.
Then the governor, short of a no confidence vote which is brought on the floor of the House,
Yes.
the governor must ensure that the existing position continues until somebody brings a no confidence vote.
That's the only way. Now your lordships have laid that down. No longer parading, no longer comparing signatures, all that is over. So if they think, if the BJP thought that we had lost confidence, they should have moved a motion.
That is because of Bommai, which said that it's only the floor of the house.
That's correct.
Just
So you move a no confidence. How do these issues come in at all? There's no discretion.
So according to you, as a matter of principle, absent a motion of no confidence,
That's
the
right.
governor must continue with the existing position.
That's correct, because there's an elected government.
All right, we got it. I
Right.
understand what
Now, this is much worse, that he recognizes the split and administers the oath of office.
And thereafter, the floor test was subsequently.
Yes,
That is
On fourth,
yes, on 4th,
third or fourth.
including those 39.
But there, so far speaking for myself, can the governor, correct? Because under the 10th schedule, it is for the speaker to take a decision,
Right.
correct? Can the governor, correct, on his own, without any disqualify, the speaker can take cognizance that they are disqualified?
Your lordship is right, absolutely right, but they are still the Shiv Sena. That question will still have to be answered. What is that? What are the 39? They are still the Shiv Sena. So then he recognizes the split. That's the problem, Mullah. That's why the 10th schedule, that's why the whole paragraph, this is the issue. When 3 was eliminated, it was only for the purposes, deleted, it is only for the purposes, majority or minority, you can't destabilize an elected government. And constitutional morality was the linchpin, Mullah. So Mullah, and that's why I told your lordships, ideally the governor should have said, no further action, get your disqualification decided, then I will see. I told that to your lordships earlier.
But suppose the speaker doesn't decide.
Mullah, no, Mullah.
But listen. Suppose these qualification questions are not decided at all. In the meantime, the governor is satisfied. Correct?
Can't be.
He on the basis of the material
He
correct?
can't, Mullah, that's not his job. It's the no confidence motion in the House. How is the government satisfaction after election doesn't arise, Mullah? I'm sorry. As a constitutional principle, it doesn't arise. Don't give that discretion to the governor. You will have toppling governments every other day. First the ED will go, then the CBI will go, then the governor will exercise discretion, and governments will be toppled. How's the discretion?
It's a speaker versus governor. Speaker versus governor, as I had said. So now the flip side of it is that without any chance for all that to be panned out, the speaker shows over anxiety to take up the matter and immediately disqualify all those who are intending
Well,
to.
the speaker should decide. Your lordships have now said within 3 months. This is the judgment of this court, that within 3 months, speaker must decide. Normally earlier, but latest within 3 months. Justice Nariman's judgment was in
Megachandra.
Megachal matter.
No, I was telling you about the flip side of it is, on the one hand, yes, governors over anxiety saying that, okay, you prove the majority.
Right, right.
On the other hand, we have a speaker exercising that discretion and says, now come on, you immediately show, I will disqualify all of you. So these are the two
But
constitutional
no, there's
authorities who
one is subject to judicial review, the other is not. Difference is one is subject to judicial review, the other is not.
all are subject to judicial review.
Normal. But once a new government is formed, Noras, if he calls for a trust, new government is formed, Noras, what judicial review?
True, true. Remedy is a different matter. I agree with you that there is a remedy.
Yeah.
But really speaking, it's there.
And Noras,
What we need to interpret is the scope of the jurisdiction of the governor and the scope of the jurisdiction of the speaker also.
no, speaker, of course, the scope of jurisdiction is clear. He has to decide the matter.
Scope and extent.
He has to decide the matter. And Noras,
Into the other.
So really, the governor keeps his hand.
second limb of it is, how does he call Eknath Shinde to administer oath of office? Yes.